Yeah, we bring reviews of your house. Talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house. Wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yes, Mark's hating on his fans. Becky Nish on the man. Play with two like alliance. Household a dangerous alliance. I am a diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
It's all about podcasts these days.
My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're listening to the In Your House podcast. This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchison. That's Mikey Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Haha. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Con and Hutch, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And ooh, where is the clock? I'm checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we give you that work round the clock. You guys already know what it is. I got my brother up in here. I got Hutch in the building. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, man. It's great to be here, and we're on the I don't know if we're going to give them a glimpse behind the scenes here, but we're on the new setup here.
Yes, we got a new set, bro.
You are hearing the sultry sounds of Mikey Hutch on the nice new quality microphone we got here. So,
Yes.
Hope you're enjoying that.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think we should go live on them a little bit? Show them the set a little bit?
You know what? Yeah, I think we should.
Just the set?
That'd be cool. Yeah, let's do that.
We will do that. We're going to work on that. But first, let's get this thing going. This time, as Hutch says, to leave them woke like an alarm clock. And, man, tonight we have a huge show. And that is Wednesday Night Dynamite for AEW.
Bro, I am here for it.
Yes.
I'm here for it, man. And I hear you laughing out there, Adonis. I hear you out there. I saw you with a ha-ha react on the Facebook.
Yeah.
But you know what? Again, I am here for it. And as I've said before, here's why I'm here for it. We're at the time.
Yeah.
The competition's here. And you know what I'm going to do just for retro's sake? When I'm sitting at home watching this show, bro, I'm going to flip back and forth.
Yeah, why not, right?
I'm going to flip back and forth, even though I'm recording both shows, because I don't want to miss anything.
For sure.
But just for novelty purposes,
For sure, because that's what I used to do.
It's what I used to do with, Raw and Nitro back in the day. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and it's awesome to be able to do that. And NXT's going to put out a hell of a show tonight, too. But for now, we're talking about AEW.
Yep.
And obviously, I've been on this bandwagon for a minute.
Yeah.
Because I'm about change, and it's just, again, it's a new flavor.
Yeah.
And I'm just stoked for it to be here every week.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Every single Wednesday night, we're gonna have this to look forward to. It's an excellent, beautiful, wonderful time to be a wrestling fan, bro. And I mean, there's just so much to look forward to just tonight itself. And we'll talk a little bit about it, but we still got Friday Night SmackDown to talk about later on this week when that goes down. But man, tonight we've got Wednesday Night Dynamite, and I've posed a question to you and our other co-host Docs, and I asked you guys, which one are you guys going to watch Wednesday night? And you both said the same answer that I said, and that was AEW Dynamite. And why is that? Well, we'll tell you, household, because it is what Mikey Hutch said. It's changed. It's different. It's a completely different flavor outside of the WWE radar. I mean, it's the WWE universe, and for the longest time, if you wanted to talk about wrestling, WWE was the universe. It was the end-all, be-all of professional wrestling for a long time. But now that's not the case. That is not the case because we have AEW, and if you ask me, Hutch, I've watched everything. I've watched Double or Nothing. We've watched Fyter Fest. We've watched Fight for the Fallen. We've watched All Out. And not once was I disappointed, like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch Dynamite. Like, if anything, these shows back to back to back to back have got me looking forward to Dynamite.
Absolutely, and again, if we keep saying it here, it's a new flavor, it's change. And just to stay ahead of the curve, yes, there have been other alternatives, and there are other alternatives out there. I hear, Impact. But this to me is not a TNA type situation that we have with AEW.
Yeah.
Yes, you had financial backers and stuff like that, but it's not quite to this degree.
Not this magnitude.
Under these circumstances.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's again, it's change, man. Like, and I think that they had their finger on the pulse as to what is going to, what wrestling needs.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring that, and it's going to be just going to be interesting because at first, like, I'm watching for multiple reasons. I can say I'm watching it for multiple reasons. I'm watching it for obviously just as a fan in general because again, there's talent there that I like. But more so from a curiosity standpoint, too. Just to see whether or not, can they compete against the Juggernaut? Can they make a dent? Can they, can AEW really be legit competition to WWE? And I can say in time, yes. But it's going to take time. It's not going to be after this show.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to come out of this show, and let's be realistic. It's not going to happen in one show. Like, oh, there you go. They're better than WWE.
Right.
I hope nobody out there is expecting that.
No, please don't.
And I'll even say, tonight is not going to be a perfect show. I bet they may have a production botch here somewhere.
Yeah.
They may get something wrong on the screen. They may take the camera. Again,
it's live television.
It's live television, and they're a young company.
Super new.
But they're willing to own that. I'm not sure if you guys saw that thing that Cody put out. There was a whole big long. I'm sure it was probably one of those when it was sent out. Too long, didn't read.
Right. Yeah.
But it was basically just a proclamation of communicate with them, talk to us. If you feel like we were legit messed up, and because fans are going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
But sounds like he's willing to take it to the chin. Instead of staying in the bubble like Vince and and his cronies do.
He's being preemptive.
Putting himself out there, and that could be a double-edged sword. But again, that could also refine them, kind of keep them, because again, they want to give a product that fans want.
Yeah, for sure.
But this has come from the same guy who said kind of other questionable things as well, being Cody.
Yeah.
And the whole, we're not really concerned with drawing in new fans. We just want to, give out to the fans that we have now. Because Cody said that.
Oh, did he?
And I'm not sure if that's what he meant. But if you're a network executive...
Yeah, it's probably not what you want to hear,
You don't want
right?
to hear somebody's like, I'll settle on ratings.
Yeah.
Again, you want to bring in those wayward new fans. So... But again, it's just going to be interesting just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But again, it's done by people who love the sport, too. They love the business. They
True.
love the art of it.
True.
It's mainly the guy who's paying the bills,
Yeah.
so to speak. You know, Tony Khan.
Yeah.
He's a wrestling fan.
Yes, and that means a lot.
But he's not a money mark either.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't call him that, because that's why I say the circumstances with this are different.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't, Dixie Carter or anything like that. With all due respect to her, because again, she wasn't the greatest. But
Yeah.
I don't hate her and throw shade at her as much as most people do.
It's just not necessary,
Plus,
bro.
I think she's nice.
She just seems like a nice person.
Right. So anyway, but yeah, man, and I'm looking forward to the commentary team.
Yeah.
that they have. That they're going to have. It's going to be Tony Schiavone's going to be calling wrestling on TNT again.
What's happening, bro? Was it the 90s?
With Jim Ross.
This is awesome.
And
Excalibur.
Yeah, the masked commentator.
Yeah.
Excalibur.
Hey.
And I think that's going to be a fun commentary team. I think that'll work. Because at least I know Tony Schiavone's good and Jim Ross is good. Even though Jim Ross has been interesting in his commentary of how he's called out stuff.
Yeah, he has been interesting. I really liked it. I mean, I've liked it, and it's just like, with him, some of the things that he said, it almost so we were texting last night, or we were inboxing, and we were just ripping Lawler to shreds.
Oh,
I mean, ripping Lawler to shreds out, and we'll get to that because I got a lot to say about his commentary, but that's gonna come on the portion of the In Your House show where we talk about Raw. We're getting to that, but man, some of the stuff that I've heard JR say is just like kind of funny wrestling like dad jokes, and I'm like, oh, he didn't hit him with the special 98, the Tiger Driver 98, or any other year for that matter, bro. I loved it. That was one of my favorite ones.
Like, that's good, but then you got Jerry Lawler just like, oh, you got a limo pulled up at this hour? Like, go to bed, Grandpa. Take your meds and go to bed.
Yowie wowie!
Yes, man, yes. He was, bro, and like I said, we're going to get to it, but I have to say this. I liked Raw. I could not stand his commentary. No. I was critical of it all night, in my head,
I got my things I want to say about it, but I'll save it for the Raw
Sure.
segment as well. But,
sure.
I will echo very similar sentiments in regards of that.
Yeah, but as far as AEW goes, man, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because I know last night when we were talking, we were inboxing and we were watching that special that they had. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For AEW,
which was absolutely brilliant. A lot of it, because like I kept up with a lot of like the YouTube content, AEW on TNT, or Road to TNT, or whatever it was they were calling it, and then the other like stuff that they were doing like before the specials and all that stuff. But this was brilliant for them to do on TNT to try to catch the wayward fan.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes against what Cody said in regards of, we're going to keep with the people that already love us. I think that was just Cody just babbling,
Yeah,
so I'm just
going
to leave that where it lies.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was brilliant to have on TNT because, and TNT, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but TNT's been pushing the hell out.
Yes, I actually have noticed that.
I mean, I've seen it because there's a couple other shows that, that I've, seen on there that TNT runs AEW commercials.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yes, I've seen them.
I believe during they had it during like ball games and stuff.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep.
I do believe.
Bro, I was watching a different channel. I think it's a channel that's affiliated with TNT, but it was a different channel, and it was because I don't go to work until noon, so I have the mornings. So I was just sitting there watching whatever was on and probably just scrolling, and I noticed there was a Dynamite commercial that came on, and I'm like, they are really going for this.
Well, hell, they actually got a spot during, what was it, Raw or SmackDown? Where,
what?
Yeah, there was an AEW commercial that aired during, it may have been SmackDown. So that means that TNT just bought airtime on the,
it's business, bro.
That's another shot.
It's business, bro.
Exactly, that's business.
It's good business.
And I believe I said this to you as well in regards of, and I want to address the whole, like, anybody out there is like, oh, AEW's going to fail. AEW's going to fail. First off, you're silly as hell for wishing that because, again, why would you want to wish for people to be out of a job?
Why?
These guys got contracts. These men and women
Yeah.
have contracts.
Yeah.
And I just don't get that just because you're what? Because you're a fan of WWE? Just because you're not a fan of, whatever your reason is, that's silly. You can not watch them and not support them, and that's fine. Don't give them your money, don't give them your time, don't give them your ratings or whatever, but don't wish for their failure and their demise because that's selfish and silly just because you want to be right about something.
Yeah, for sure.
But, anyway, it's, I don't know, man, it's just, that stuff just irritates me.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. No, I feel you.
But it's just... Again, I want to see them succeed.
I do too. I do too, and I think that's why it was smart that they brought the airtime on the USA Network. I think it was smart because it's like, we're coming for you. You know, we are coming for you, and we're not doing it in the way I like it is they're not doing it in the way that so many other promotions have failed in the past by like being on the show in the middle of the ring, talking shit about WWE, and then taking WWE talent and bringing on WWE talent and having them talk shit about WWE right there in the middle of the ring. Like, no, they're doing it strategically. Like, something that, like, okay, we're gonna throw a little shade at you that maybe the common fan wouldn't get by buying airtime on the network that your show airs.
Right.
And putting our commercial on that. Now, if you're the common fan, you might see that and you're like, eh. But if you know anything about wrestling, if you know anything about television, if you know anything about a war, that was strategically placed.
Absolutely, it was because they want to get the people. Because again, there is what the ratings hover around what now, 2 million, 2.5 million, and that's being kind of generous. The WWE right now.
I believe you're right.
They may pull a 3 during Mania season.
Yeah.
They want, of course, AEW wants those numbers too.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they try to, invade, so to speak, the eyesight of the fans that's already tuning into Raw and SmackDown?
Yeah.
Who may not, like you said, the common fan who may not be privy to the coming of AEW.
Sure.
So yeah,
and guys, I'm telling you, there's still a lot of those. There's still a lot of those.
There's tons of them. And it's easy to forget that.
It is.
Being so much enveloped into it, especially like we are. It's kind of hard to think about that. There's those people. There's men and women out there. Clicking through on TV or might be watching some other show on TNT.
Yeah. Who
was a wrestling fan at one point in time, who don't really watch so much anymore. All of a sudden, they see the show coming on Tuesday night. They sit and watch and think, well, that looks awesome. These people look like these matches look crazy. And then they may go back and do the research. They may go back and watch a little bit. Then next thing you know, boom, there's a number for them. There's a rating for them. There's that person's going to be tuning in tonight going forward.
Absolutely.
So, again, and I think they know it, man. They have a plan.
Yeah.
And I have faith in them. But they got to knock it out of the park tonight, too.
Oh, they do. They absolutely do. And we're going to get more into that and kind of breaking the card down a little bit. But the next thing that I wanted to say is I put myself in the mind of the wrestling fan that I was back in like 2009 when all I knew about was WWE. And I'm watching WWE and I'm like, this is boring. This is stale. They're pushing the same guys. Nobody's new. They're not pushing new talent. And I was one of those guys, man. I was one of those guys that I would go on the wrestling forums and I'd complain. I'm not going to lie. That was me. I'd be like, why would you do this? Why would you do that? Why is Orton champion again? Why is Cena champion again? Oh, you got this CM Punk guy and you're not doing anything with him. I'm like, what's happening? But I think about that, and I put myself in. I put that mindset in another person. I'm thinking like that fan right now. Even though obviously we're more deeper. We don't have to watch WWE to enjoy wrestling. Me and you, Michael, and of course a lot of you guys in the household as well, because you guys are very, very avid hardcore wrestling fans, and we love you for it.
Culture.
Yes, absolutely. But I think about the fan that only knows about WWE, and they're frustrated with it. here in 2019, but they only know about WWE, and I think some of the stuff they've been doing on WWE has been good, but who knows? It's different strokes for different folks. They might think it's stupid.
It's all subjective.
It's all subjective. They might think it's stupid. It's like, man, I love wrestling, but WWE is boring and stupid. Think about those people that saw that AEW commercial. They're like, what's this? New Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho's there? Who's John? Oh, that's Dean Ambrose.
Right.
What is this?
And then then they showed the new people.
Yeah.
Like the new talent, the new faces, and kind of let you know who they were.
Yeah.
Too. And they will continue to do that. And I said last night watching this, and I do believe NXT did attempt to do something to this to a certain degree, but NXT to me hasn't done enough. And I know they've only been on USA twice?
2 weeks, yeah, I think 2 weeks.
And they didn't do a pre-show. Did they do a pre-show like this where they introduced people?
I don't think so.
I don't think they did. And if they did, then ignore what I'm about to say following this statement.
And correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, and correct me. Like I said, if they did, then what I'm saying here is moot. But I'm watching what they did with that AEW thing last night, and I'm like, this is what NXT needed to do.
Yeah.
This is what they need to do, because to me, when I tuned into that first episode of NXT, it felt like I was watching a continuation of what happened last week on the network on NXT.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like this is a new show. And no, I know NXT is not a new show. I know NXT is, at the very least, very established. It's
established.
Its own brand. And
yeah.
Again, we've said on here they haven't had a bad special, as far as takeovers go. Not a bad one, and I don't think they will.
Nope.
Even with doing this weekly 2-hour thing, and again with them being this direct competition to AEW, they're not gonna sleep on this. So, it just makes me wonder too on that about how long it's going to take before they start bringing in more main talent.
That's a very good question. That is a very good question because I mean, we talked about it. Look, go back to one of the older episodes, you guys. We talked about it. I don't think Hutch did. I think Hutch broke this down. Watching that first episode of NXT when it was on USA, what guy would you come back and watch if you were a common fan?
That's
just
it.
Anybody.
Who did they tell you about? They brought out a new guy, some random. I think it was Trevor Lee or
Trevor Lee
yeah,
from Impact.
Who the hell was that guy? Again, I don't know who Trevor Lee is.
It's no disrespect to him, but to the common fan, they don't know him.
Right, but then here, this kind of reiterates our point. We don't know who this guy is. You introduced this guy, but you just brought him out. No vignette,
Nothing.
No video, no backstage promo telling us, hey, I'm whatever they call it.
Cameron Grimes.
I'm Cameron Grimes. I look like a guy from Borderlands. And I'm coming out here to kick your ass and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever the hell he wants to say. But it's just here he is.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, if I was a wayward wrestling fan, I would just look at that just
Yeah.
And again, it's not a diss on him because again, it wasn't a bad showing of him.
No.
But it's just who are these people?
Yeah.
You should have it shouldn't have even really been a show. It should have been kind of what this AEW thing was.
Yeah. An introduction.
Because you got the production team to do it. That's the thing. You got the amazing 5-star production team there, capable of throwing together an hour-long show.
Oh yeah.
To show on USA Wednesday night. Before you could have just did it a week before.
Yeah.
You could have did that shit a week ago. About a week ago. You could have did that shit a week ago.
Yeah.
And then led up to this tonight.
Yeah.
Had promos between Riddle and Cole.
Yeah, for sure.
Going into their
championship match tonight,
which is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be awesome.
But no, did they do that? No, you just had another show.
Yeah.
And then again, the last week's show. It was just another show, and I'll tell you this, I like NXT, but did I feel the need to watch it? No. Not really.
Hey, did they do the thing last week where they did the first hour on USA and the last hour on...
They did. And that's done now.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's on now.
Yeah.
Straight up 2 hours, NXT on USA, going forth. And good on them.
Yeah.
And again, and I love, I'm not sure if you saw today, I think it was Nick Jackson and Mauro Ranallo had a little bit of an exchange.
I did see that, and
Twitter.
that was awesome.
Classy.
Yeah.
Because again, not anybody on the rosters want the other brand to fail.
Yes. Why
Again,
can't we get the
it's
fans to understand
foolish.
that?
That's what I'm saying. You guys, not you guys, the household, because I know you guys.
They're cool,
Most of y'all
man.
are culture.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, if it happens to be any of y'all out there that are like that, then like you can't stop being like that. Because again, now Vince probably couldn't give two shits about AEW.
Oh, yeah.
And then Vince is a businessman, so Vince is like, you're trying to move in on me. Vince is going to see that as disrespect, and
He's going.
gonna
Let's
bring
face it.
the
He's going to
smoke.
try to kill it. Yeah.
He's going to bring the smoke, and that's what's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But then you got this other billionaire too that's just like, but I don't think they're not doing this to battle WWE. They're doing this to give us something different.
An
so
alternative.
All I can say is be receptive to it.
Yeah.
Be receptive to it. And if it's bad, okay.
Yep. Call it out. Hey, call it out like you would WWE.
We will.
Yep. We sure
I
will.
will make this proclamation right now. Starting with this show that's on tonight, next week, the following week, Full Gear, the show that we're going to attend live in November.
Yep.
All and every single one of those shows. If there's any bad stuff on it, we're calling them out on it.
Yep. We will.
WWE does good stuff, we're calling them out on that. WWE does some staleness, we're calling them out on that too.
Yep.
Because that's what we do.
That's right. That's the exact mission statement of In Your House from the very beginning, is to call everything down the middle. I mean, you guys have heard come on, guys. Come on. We just this last year, bro, just reflecting for a quick second. I mean, we've talked about AEW, we've talked about WWE, we've gone to MLW shows. I mean, just so much. I mean, local indies. We love everything about wrestling, and we call it all down the middle.
We went to that. You know what? I know we're going to talk about it on the show, and I ain't going to drop the brand or anything.
Yeah.
There was some damn show that we went to that was at a festival of some
Yeah,
sort.
yeah,
And I said, we'll just leave it at that.
yeah.
Because it wasn't that good.
Oh man.
And, and again, we were planning on coming on and talking about it.
Yeah.
But facts are facts. We would have turned into one of those podcasts where we just had, the old adage: if you don't have nice things to say,
Don't say it at
don't
all.
say anything.
Yep.
And WWE, we talk about the good and the bad. But if it's nothing but bad,
Yeah.
we ain't gonna talk about it. But that, just kind of reiterates the point of we love all wrestling. We give all wrestling a chance.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if you're having a show at this little festival thing where they're selling little trinkets and chicken on sticks,
Yeah.
and all this stuff. Which, man, I really should have got one of those.
I know,
man,
it's smelling
because,
delicious.
Man, we walked by that truck like twice, and I left my wallet back here.
Yeah.
At the house, and I was kind of kicking myself because I bet that thing would have tasted like happy.
I know, right? It's so
And
delicious.
it maybe would have made up for the staleness
Man,
that we witnessed. But oof.
Yeah,
wow,
it was
bad.
oof.
But anyway, yeah, that whether you're having a show there or some armory somewhere.
Yeah. We're gonna go.
Or at a legit arena. We're going to, what is it? The where's the AEW show at?
The Fairgrounds.
The Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Which is a great venue. I've been to like quite a few things.
Yeah.
They're going to pack that place, I think. And it's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be loud. We're gonna go there and make a lot of noise.
Yes, we are.
But yeah, we give anything a chance.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're Switzerland, damn it.
Yeah, and understand that, guys.
Adonis.
Come on, jeez, understand that. So it's gonna be. I mean, it's going to be an amazing night tonight. Of course, we talked a little bit about the championship match, and we did a little bit of a breakdown earlier this week. Go back and listen to Monday's episode, and we kind of broke things down. So, but one thing that we do need to kind of come back to, because we weren't able to break that down, is the fact that Jericho's partners are picked, and it wasn't the one that you was hoping for, but it was the one that you thought was the most obvious.
It was. And again, I was just throwing it out there as, and I was wrong. I'll say it. Here you go. I was wrong.
And that's okay.
On that, and it's okay. I thought at the very least it was a fun hypothetical prediction to throw out there.
And that's what we do. We have fun. It's a blast.
It's fantasy, it's armchair booking, man.
Sure.
It's just whatever. Like I said, I still think it would have been fun.
I think it would have been awesome.
Who knows? Ed still might show up on this show tonight.
You never know.
They still might be there.
Who knows?
So who's to say? And I love how they led into it.
Yeah.
Because what they do, it was simple. Because what I said if it was, and I'm sorry, what are they calling them again?
I'm not sure what they're calling them, but I know it's I think it's Ortiz and Santana.
Like yeah, Ortiz and Santana.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ortiz and Santana, when they come in, they thanked Jericho. They just thanked him.
Oh.
At the end of the show. Last night.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, Jericho's sitting there, and they came in and was just like, hey, I just want to say thank you. And Jericho just kind of like, huh, all right. And that's when Shivani come on and made the announcement that it was going to be those two with Jericho.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there you go. And it does make sense.
They made it make sense.
They've shown us.
Yeah.
And just because, it didn't go with the whole big surprise or anything, they're still going to have some surprises because, again, they're going to come out guns blazing.
They're going to on the first show. Oh,
tonight.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good, bro. It is going to be good.
I'm ready for it, bro. I'm here for it.
Oh, man. And speaking of wrestling shows that I'm ready for, man, we got a big wrestling show coming up this Saturday in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I am so excited, man. Heroes and Legends 13 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we're going to be walking around podcasting and just kind of talking to people and being a bunch of... introverts in an extrovert area.
yeah, that's gonna be a toughie.
Yeah,
because I'm an actual introvert, but I'm gonna be a very forced extrovert.
Yeah.
Here at the show, but to be able to, I have to be because I don't want to miss this opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity.
These amazing icons.
Yeah.
That's going to be there.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't got a ticket for this show, I don't mean to be that guy, but what the hell are you guys doing?
What are you doing?
If you're a wrestling fan and you're in or around the Fort Wayne, Indiana area,
it's a who's who, bro.
Go there. I mean, the card itself is going to be amazing, and the people that you can meet, the legends that they have there, and the prices are reasonable.
Very reasonable.
Like again, Again, it's just go there, and I say go there and meet us. It's not about meeting us. Go there, and if you see us, by all means, say
definitely
hi.
come talk to us.
Yeah,
we
we're
want to
gonna be
talk
there.
to you.
But
We might be introverts, but we do want to talk to any and everybody that want to approach us. Maybe you've listened to the podcast or something. You're like, hey, I really like your podcast. Bro, come and talk to us, for real. We want to talk to you. I mean that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be there. Come up to chat us up, and we can exchange like the social media things and all that, and hell, we may even work out. Maybe if you all do, somebody out there does your own podcast, and hit us up, man.
Dude, yeah, we'll cross brand with you.
Right,
yeah, we've done it before.
But anyway, yeah, it's not about us per se. It's,
sure.
Again, these legends and
absolutely
these men and women that's going to be on the card itself.
Oh yes.
Then you're going to have Khan here on commentary with Jason Saint, man.
It'll be awesome.
Like that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing show. So again, if you haven't got tickets, you're not hip to it, get out there, join us. It's going to be a fun time.
Absolutely. And I think me and Hutch have done a proper job of telling you, but we're going to take a little pause for the cause, and we're going to have our friends, our family over at Heroes and Legends tell you more about it. So we're going to, of course, once again, take a pause, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. So, guys, enjoy this message and enjoy In Your House when we come back.
Heroes and Legends Professional Wrestling returns to the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum on Saturday, October 5th with another exciting event. Get up close and personal with the stars. Meet wrestling legend, the Icon, Sting, along with the Total Package, Lex Luger,
Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the Honky Tonk Man, Demolition, Axe and Smash, the Boogeyman, Mr. Kennedy, and over 20 other stars of professional wrestling.
From the Fan Fest starting at noon to the live matches at 7 p.m. bell time. This is an event for all ages. See your favorite stars battle it out in the squared circle and meet the legends and witness Congo Kong defend the Heroes and Legends title inside a 16-foot high steel cage. Tickets start at only $15 and go on sale September 2nd at all Ticketmaster locations and at the Coliseum box office. Don't miss the Icon, Sting, when he comes to Fort Wayne. Special VIP packages available right now by visiting heroesandlegendswrestling.com.
Welcome back, guys, to In Your House. That was Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana, this Saturday, October 5th. But we want to tell you guys and talk a little bit about with you guys out there in the 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana. The 20,000 strong following on Facebook. You guys have a name. You guys know the name. You guys are the household. We wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. And Hutch, that opening of the show was insane.
That opening of the show was legit.
Yes, it was, bro. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Let me just say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't mean to,
No, please.
Again, I have sung the praises of Brock Lesnar on this show for a while.
Oh, yes.
And again, he has a presence. And that presence, did you hear the crowd when Brock's music hit?
It changed.
It was just like a collective gasp because they knew Ray was fucked.
It's facts, bro. That's facts.
Absolutely, unequivocally fucked. But he wasn't the only one.
Oh, no.
And I'm giving to that kid. I'm giving to Dominic. Welcome to WWE, pal.
Yeah. You gotta believe he's gonna be wrestling in the ring at some point after that beatdown.
Yeah, and it wasn't quite the the beatdowns that we've seen Brock Lesnar give, but he felt that.
Yo, he tossed him around a couple times.
He felt that. And it made for very compelling TV. I dug it a lot.
I did too.
I thought it was awesome. And it's and back to, I'm not trying to sit here and say I told you so, but going back to the comment threads of on the Facebooks and the Twitters and all that, boy, people are really singing a different tune about Brock now.
Bro, there's some people that are like legit pissed and offended at that. Did you see some of those tweets?
They were like, oh, he's a fan. He's a kid.
I don't support this. I'm gonna stop watching.
Right? Yeah. But that's good though.
That is good.
That's good because it was kind of heavy because there like some of to sit here and break it down as far as like a presentation wise and stuff like that. Kid looked like he was actually hurting. And he's a young looking kid because I'm how old is he?
I think he's 19.
I'll say I know he's like 18,
yeah,
19.
18, 19, yeah.
But he looks young.
Yeah.
So, and again he actually looked like and I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was hurting. So
yeah.
I'm sure it was a lot of effort to look like he was hurting.
Yeah.
But again, it connected, and like you saw people reacting in the crowd, like it worked. And of course, Paul Heyman was great.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like putting his hands over his mouth, trying to get him to stop.
The rep is out there like shouting at Paul, going, "Stop him!" And Paul's going, "I can't." And again, is presenting Brock as a monster. And then I love later on in Raw when Paul Heyman was just like, this is your guys' fault. You had Brock Lesnar who's got a championship match on SmackDown. You brought him here in fight mode. It's your guys' fault that this happened.
He's so good.
It's awesome because, again, Brock is they're presenting him as just this legit beast.
Yes.
This fighter. And I'm sorry, man, R.I.P. to Kofi on Friday.
It's done.
Y'all can't see it because this is the audio show, but I'm pouring a 40 out for the homie right now.
Man, for real, he's done.
Because he's done. Kofi's had a great run, and I hope he gets another look at it. I don't want Kofi to be a one and done champion.
Right.
Because I think he brought legitimacy to that title.
I think so too.
I think he had amazing matches with it.
I mean this with the utmost respect. He had a much better run than I expected him to have.
Absolutely, and I'll put his run over Seth Rollins' Universal title runs any day.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree with that. No dispute. Man, I hate that we're so bored with CrossFit Jesus, but I'm so bored with CrossFit Jesus.
I think we're going to get that rectified.
Oh, there's no way around it.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. They have to.
They have to. Boy, this Bray is so good.
Yes, he is. Oh, man.
But back to the Brock thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And another thing that I loved, other talent acknowledged it throughout the show.
That was so good.
Because
yes.
even Rollins did. He was just like, I'm coming out. Yeah, I got this going on, but I'm pissed off about what or I'm thinking about Ray and Dominic.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off about what Brock did. It doesn't surprise me, but again, they
kept it
feel
consistent
like a
and made
big
it feel
deal.
big. Yep.
Because what do we always complain about on WWE? Something major happens in the name, move on from it, and then you never hear about it again.
Yeah.
They kept this fresh in your mind. Thank you, Paul. They kept this fresh in your mind.
Yeah, throughout the night for the most part.
So that to me was, and again, not just my biased opinion about Brock Lesnar, but just the execution of everything. Me personally, I saw that as a total win. 10 out of 10 opening segment.
Agree.
And I love that they changed the set. It's weird. It's kind of got like a weird Tony Hawk vibe.
Yeah, it looked like a vertical like skate park or something.
Yeah, it kind of did. Like Darby Allin was there. Like he'd
jump off of it.
Yeah, he'd be able to go to work on it. But again, but yeah, like it was definitely like a really, really good start to the show.
Yeah.
And it carried on.
Yeah.
It kept my attention throughout the show.
It did.
There was a few matches that was there for filler and
Yeah.
all that. Like Ricochet, I'm just kind of on him. I know we bounce around a lot. We're not going to, what we do here, guys.
Yeah, you guys know how it goes.
We don't
There's
break
nothing
down.
we're not going to break every single thing down. It's just not how we get down here.
Yeah, so yeah, like Ricochet, I mean, in ring, he's a badass.
Yeah, absolutely. But
he come in and say, what, Cesaro, this is what, you're talking, I'm just like, yeah.
It's the voice, man. It's Seth Rollins light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's Seth Rollins light, bro.
It is. It's like Seth Rollins, he stopped hitting that helium balloon, bro.
My
name's Ricochet, I'm going to come out here and do the flippy doos.
And all that stuff.
Like,
oh, man, but going straight from flippy doos, because this is gonna be a hard transition, a hard segue here. We're going from the flippy doos to pretty much all the way to the nursing home, bro, because we had a huge Miz TV, and the
Geritol segment.
But it featured two. I mean, absolutely, and of course we joke about that. It is what it is, but we know they're both absolute legends in the business, yada yada yada.
Sure.
But they are old as hell.
And I'm not sure if you found out, but based on the Titantron, or where they call their Slippytron, or whatever they call it, the ramp,
the
screen, Ric Flair is a 17-time champion.
Oh yes, me and Miss Fabulosity, we were both pointing that out. We was like 17 times. No,
which I guess there's technically some NWA belt run or something that they don't.
Yeah, but there's no possible way. That was a botch. There's no they acknowledge him as a 16-time champion and always have.
Yeah, Vince was mad. That dude probably tried to tell Vince said, "Get out of my office, you prick, you're fired." And that was it. That dude's never going to be seen again.
He's like, but Vince, he can't. No, 16 times. Yes. Anyway, so they come out. Hogan comes out for this huge segment of Miz TV, which, Miz is great at what he does. He's the Miz. He plays his role right. And man, so I don't know. Flair was a little grouchy. He's a little grouchy in this segment.
Yeah, and he's a little bit hard of hearing too, because there was one point.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he was just like, huh?
Rick, we love you, man.
Yeah, I love Ric Flair, but man, yeah, they got to set up. They're setting up that match, bro. That they had.
Oh, Blood Money 4.
Yeah, Blood Money 4. The Khashoggi special.
Oh man,
that Khashoggi special.
Oh man, so they're setting up a 5-on-5 elimination tournament.
Yeah, I guess. Didn't they do this? They did this at like TNA Lethal Lockdown one year.
Yes, the exact same concept.
Right, Lethal Lockdown in Saudi Arabia. I'm not gonna bother to point out the irony there.
Oh Yikes. No! So they're having this 5-on-5,
really
and
cutting it up.
They're having this 5-on-5, and it's Team Flair versus Team Hogan, bro. And as if we haven't seen enough of this man on Monday Night Raw, who is Hogan's? This is terrible. Who's Hogan's first member on his team? Well, it's a guy that curb stomps people.
Oh boy! It sometimes sometimes it just writes itself.
Yes, man. Terrible, terrible. But it's Seth Rollins, and I'm like, don't they have Seth Rollins? My first thought was, my honest to goodness first initial thought when Seth Rollins came out was, don't they have this man doing enough right now?
Yeah, like they're really kind of spreading this guy thin.
He's in like 3 or 4 different things.
And good on him. For balancing it and everything.
Of course.
But wow, and I like Seth Rollins.
I do. We both really do. We want to make that clear.
I like Seth Rollins, and I've said before, like a heel Seth Rollins is preferred for me because I feel like he kind of more so just plays.
That's his real lane. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just not to say like, oh, he's a prick, so it's easier for him to play that role. But I think it's just more in his wheelhouse to do that. But again, not what we're talking about. It's just, I think it's just too much of him right now. But I get it because they got to build for that silly ass pointless show
right
in Saudi Arabia, and it's just, I'm just not with it. I'm not with it.
Either.
I don't care.
No.
And they're going to have that spot where Hogan's going to get in there and Flair's going to get in there
and have the
I hope
moment.
They're okay. I don't want to see Flair take a bumps anymore, bro.
No, no more.
But
no.
he's going to.
Yeah.
He's going to be. It's Ric Flair.
It's crazy. Did you see this this photo that's going around of a tweet of Renee Young talking about Ric Flair saying one more match, and then like Charlotte Flair like subtweeted it and said, "Don't encourage him. He'll do it."
He will, and he will.
He will.
He will, because one, Flair's all about that money.
Yep.
And 2,
he loved the adulation.
Yeah, he loves it, dude. And
it's an addiction.
It's an addiction, and that's I get it, but it's like, man, you got to think about yourself.
Yeah, man.
Think about yourself and your legacy and your image. Not that I'm saying he looks bad, because he looked great out there.
Yeah.
He had that dope ass suit on.
Looked nice. He was looking sharp.
That suit was fresh as hell.
Oh, he was looking sharp.
But there were times where it's like I kind of felt bad because it's like Ric Flair, he was just out there just kind of rambling a little bit. But it's not like Ric Flair always rambled, but it's like, and I mean this respectfully, but it's like, you're an old guy rambling, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's viewed differently.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and I don't want to think that, because again, I know they're people. I know they're humans just like we are. But you're out there presenting them as the characters that they are and that kind of thing. So it's hard for me to see that.
Yeah.
So and again, just for what? For Saudi Arabia, again, I know it's all about the money, but
it's just
it's gross.
It's disgusting, man.
Yeah, it's all gross, man.
I'm not with any of this.
No, I'm not with it at all. At all.
No.
And then, speaking of another thing that I'm not with, how dare you, WWE?
What happened?
How dare you pricks? Jerry fucking Lawler. You got Cold 2.0 fresh out of the test tube. Because I don't know if it was just me.
Yeah.
If it was just because habit of listening to commentary, I kind of had to close myself out because I usually do automatically, except for Corey Graves.
Yeah.
And this time, though, I had to kind of tell myself, I actually want to listen because I want to see if this Vic Joseph and Dio
Madden.
Yeah. Like Mark Madden and John Madden, but different.
You wanted to hear how they did.
Yeah, I wanted to hear how they did.
Yeah.
And if I was to close my eyes, he kind of sounded like he being Big Joseph kind of sounded like Michael Cole a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that brought me back to, my God, they're actually growing these assholes in test tubes.
Yeah,
now.
You've been saying that for a while.
And they're bringing them out, and Cole's like molding them into, they're like clay.
Yeah.
And Cole is molding them into what Vince wants them to be. You say you parrot these lines.
Yeah.
And all that, and off to the races you go.
Yeah.
And I think Vic Joseph and Dio could do fine on their own.
Yeah.
I get that you want that veteran voice out there, but it's... I don't know if I could take Jerry Lawler, dude.
He just doesn't stand the test of time, bro. I mean, we were in the inbox. We're not going to say everything that we said, but, man, we were in the inbox just totally just going in on his commentary because, man, it's archaic. It's not fresh. It's not new. And we talked about Jim Ross and Jim Ross, kind of having some witty dad jokes and everything, and it's like, when I see Jim Ross, I don't know if it's because I don't know what it is about Jim Ross to where he's just so he still fits. He still fits, but
well,
the King doesn't.
I think it's different. It's like, okay, Jim Ross to me is like old guy in a funny way.
Yeah.
Jerry, well, you know what? It's not even like about the old guy thing. Let me back up. Let me back up. Let me retract that statement. I never found Jerry Lawler witty. I never thought Jerry Lawler was funny. I see how some would, because is he quick?
Yeah.
Yes. Is he, as far as like, you know, is his reactions and was he able to cut promos and shit back in the day? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Down in Memphis and stuff, he was able to piss people off. I'm not super familiar with, you know, Jerry Lawler's, you know, total legacy.
Sure.
But I've seen the highlights and stuff, and back when you could say stuff that you really should have never been able to say, but you could get away with saying it.
That's it.
You know,
that's it.
You get away with saying that stuff because hell, he called. I mean, hell, back in WWF, back in the day when he was feuding with Goldust.
Yeah.
He called him out. I don't want to say the word here, but the F word.
Yeah.
That, you know, the derogatory term for gay people.
Yeah, not fuck.
Yeah,
the other one.
Not fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he called Goldust that.
Yeah.
So, but again, like Jerry Lawler just never did it for me. Not to mention, and again, I don't want to put the guy's business out there, but you know, you get vibes from people.
Yeah.
And Jerry Lawler always just gives off a creepy vibe to me, man.
Yeah.
And it's off-putting, and I'm just not with it at all. And, you know, I will credit, you know, I'll even put over a few. Here you go. For any of them, because I'm sure there's probably fans out there. It's like, wow, he's actually burying Jerry Lawler here. His feud with Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. As far as, like, stuff that I watched, the complete build-up and the matches, the payoff for it and all that stuff, because Jerry Lawler was a great bad guy.
He was, yeah.
He was easy to hate.
Yep.
You know, so, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just not a fan of it. Yeah, he doesn't have a place in modern commentary now.
No.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
He just looks so out of place. And standing next to Vic Joseph and Dio Madden, because those guys, they do look modern.
Yeah, they do.
You know, I mean,
it don't fit, bro.
But then you got Jerry's old ass standing there with his crown and shit, and it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like,
and plus the way I see it is, you have two. Okay, so you're putting these two very, very young commentators, probably haven't even been doing it 5 years. You put them there on what is still, we know about Friday Night SmackDown. We know they're about to really put the steam behind Friday Night SmackDown, but Monday Night Raw is still their flagship show. So you're putting these two, you know, the best way I could say it, green guys on commentary for the most part, with somebody that was never really good in the first place. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's my opinion.
It's true, and I will say Jerry Lawler's presence there, even though our negative opinions aside, does have the tenure. He does have the experience.
Yes.
And Vic Joseph and Dio Madden can learn from Jerry Lawler.
Yes.
So I will concede in as far as saying that I'll deal with it if he can make Vic Joseph and Dio Madden better at their job.
Sure.
But Jerry Lawler's presence there and the jokes that he makes and like the way he was talking throughout stuff, it was irritating to me.
Yeah.
It's like, again, it's just, I know it's a very biased lens that I'm looking through, guys.
Me too. Me too. And I'll take that on the chin.
I know, and I will. And that is biased. I am biased. I do have a negative opinion of Jerry Lawler. And
Me
I'll
too.
say it. But again, it's all subjective. It's just my opinion.
Yep.
Y'all may think somebody, you guys may think different.
Yep.
And I sat through the Attitude Era. I was there.
Yep.
You
Watched
know,
all
I
of
sat
it.
there every Monday.
Yep.
Listen to that. You know, listen to Puppies and all that stuff. That stuff was cringe back then.
Yeah.
You know,
it wasn't even good then, guys.
You know, let's keep it a stack. Like, like it was cringe back then.
Yep.
So it definitely wouldn't get.
There's not a chance, bro.
Oh,
Can you imagine them having a serious in-ring competition between two women? Let me just throw two names out there. I don't know, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, and they're having a classic. You know what I mean? A classic match, and maybe there's about like a close to a wardrobe malfunction by accident while they're having this 5-star classic. Can you imagine during this clinic of a wrestling match, Jerry Lawler talking about, oh, one of our puppies?
Right.
It don't work, bro.
Like, sit down, you cartoon character. Like, just stop.
Yeah, it don't fit.
Stop. And I would like to think that if that happened now, that he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
I really would hope not, even though I feel like he would say so. Well, you know what? I guess he really was tested, and where he could have possibly said some stuff with the way that the Raw ended.
Oh, yeah.
To talk about cringe, holy shit.
Bro, let's go ahead and talk about that, because this will be the last thing we talk about before we call it a really great episode. That ending, man, it was all over the place, bro. It was seriously all over the place. I mean, you got okay. So you have Rusev, and the match that Rusev and Seth Rollins were having was a good match.
Absolutely,
they were having a good match.
Amazing.
He looks incredible.
Rusev is ready to go.
Yes, he looks incredible, bro.
He looks better now than he ever has.
Yeah,
and that mustache, mwah.
Hey, it sticks for him. It works for him.
That mustache is fantastic.
Yeah, it works for him, bro.
Swolled up Freddie Mercury looking ass.
He looks amazing.
Go ahead.
But apart from that, I mean, this ending, you had like so many different things going on.
A lot of moving parts.
So you have those two guys in the ring, and the match wasn't even really over. And then you have Baron Corbin and King Corbin and Randy Orton on the stage.
And that poor throne.
Yeah, and then the throne breaks, which they didn't catch that on camera.
And Orton broke.
Yes, he did. They got to do a better. They got to spring better for if they're gonna have a king. That King of the Ring tournament was amazing, but man,
can we talk about this throne for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Game of Thrones, right? First off, they changed Corbin's get up.
Yeah,
they got rid of the King Vitamin cape.
Yes.
And that goofy ass, Dollar Tree crown, and they got him kind of a legit. Kind of...
Oh, black, bro. He's looking sick now.
And it's kind of like a Game of Thrones-esque looking shit is the
I
vibe
dig
that
it.
I got.
I dig
right? It. Right? That cape is dope, and that crown is awesome looking.
Even the scepter's kind of dope.
And the scepter's dope. Like, it's a good look, but then you still got that cheesy-looking crown that's made out of apparently Legos or something, because, it's just falling the hell apart. Why don't you get, you've seen the crown on Game of Thrones where it's swords or whatever, and it's, all badass
Yeah.
looking. If you're going to hack the idea, dude, get him a badass throne, too. You know? But, anyway, I just want to get that out there about the throne. It's just silly. But yeah, it was funny, the throne break-in and then Orton break-in and all that. But then you had the awkward thing with Bobby Lashley calling out Lana, and Lana, I don't know if she just wasn't ready on time or what.
Yeah, he did it 3 times, trying to get her to, cue her to come out.
Kind of going, what the fuck?
He was probably, in his mind, like, dude, I look like a stupid...
Right, can you imagine how awkward that would feel?
Yes, I look dumb.
So it's you're setting up awkwardness for what was... leading to a very fucking awkward scene anyway. And what's with Vince wanting to cuck people?
What is happening?
Man, you're about to have a cuck clique. You're going to have Rusev and Mike Kanellis.
Yes, man. They're going to have the whole crew up in there, man. And
oh, my God. So then here comes Lana.
Yep. And she's looking great, as always.
Yeah. Coming out, as they say, looking like a snack.
Yeah.
As it were.
Yeah.
And then...
stuff happens.
Yeah, and I'm going to quote Randy Savage here. You don't want to do a wrestling angle with your wife. I did a wrestling angle with my wife. I don't have a wife no more.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Oof.
I mean, I get it. They're professionals.
Yeah.
But... man, and that went on forever.
They kissed 3 different times.
Yeah,
Lashley was all up on her neck and shit. Like whoa, and I don't know. Are Lana and Rusev having actual marital issues?
Well, I think that's if they're not before. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I know Rusev has got a citizenship to be...
an American, which congratulations to him for that. Him, congratulations on that.
And he went the right way, and he fought, he worked really hard.
Paid all the money.
Paid all the dues, paid all the
time.
All the tests, jumped through all the hoops.
Yep.
And all that stuff, and there you go, brother. You did it the right way. Welcome to America, man.
Yep, you deserve to be here, bro.
Absolutely. And, but... Man, he's about to learn the American ways of divorce if he fucking...
Man, if this keeps up, bro.
Boy, and I hope not. I don't want to make light of that.
Yeah.
Because, man, that would suck.
That would suck.
But, man, I just... And I just think Vince, that just goes to show. Because from what I got, Vince was never a fan of Rusev and Lana anyway.
Yeah, I think I had seen reports, and reports are reports. You take it for what they're worth. It's a grain of salt. But I think there was some kind of thing going around where, like he thought that Lana was too good for him.
Oh, I'm
sure. Like, looked too good for him?
I'm sure, because, I mean, you got somebody, who, and it's not just about looks and all that stuff. Not to sound superficial or anything like that, but, it's Vince. I'm sure Vince sees Lana as very attractive.
Yeah.
And,
oh, yeah.
Probably looks at Rusev and thinks, what the hell does she see in him?
Right.
And, yeah. And plus, the whole relationships at work.
Yeah.
You got that whole dynamic as well.
Oh, yeah.
And, before, I do believe there was a time where, like, they had them on different brands as well.
Yeah, they did,
right?
yeah.
So it's not the first time that they've, played the proverbial game of chess against them.
Yeah, for sure.
And that probably does have strain, because, I mean, if you're on one brand and your other half's on the other brand, you're probably not with them very often.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be distant and all that.
It's going to lead to bad things, man.
Now you got him out here getting cooked.
Man, for real.
Bobby Lashley.
And then that's happening, and then all of a sudden the lights start to go out, and we hear that noise, that noise of fingers going across the chalkboard.
Yeah. Doom is coming.
The lights go out, and all of a sudden, there he is. It's the Fiend, bro. And he's coming for Seth Rollins.
Man. And this is, this was coming after, another awesome segment on the Firefly Funhouse.
Yes.
Ramblin' Rabbit.
He died again, man.
Went out again, man.
Hey.
Went out again.
Yep. Oh, my God. They killed Rambling Rabbit.
Right.
You bastards! How many times has he died, bro?
I think we're up to 3 or 4 now. He'll be back. He'll be alright.
It's been a few times.
But there was there were still some interesting things in that. There were still some interesting things in the Firefly Funhouse segment this week too.
Yes. Do you want to quickly break that down? Is there anything that you want to break down?
A little bit.
Sure. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
That girl's laugh was there again. Did we talk about that? The girl's laugh?
No.
Let's talk about that for a second. Last week's episode of the Firefly Funhouse, there was a particular laugh in there, and again, I'm not sure if this means anything, or if this is kind of alluding to that we're going to have somebody else showing up.
Sure.
There was a girl's laugh during last week's Firefly Funhouse segment. I do believe it was there this week too. And last week, Bray Wyatt was seen hanging a picture up on the wall.
Yeah.
The wall of friendship.
Yeah.
But it was all black. And it was a larger picture as well. Kind of like Abigail's picture is.
Yeah.
Right? But it was all black. If you go onto Liv Morgan's Twitter page and her Instagram page and look at her profile picture.
Oh, yeah.
Her profile picture is also all black.
What's happening, bro?
And if you listen to her laugh on, like, she does, she's Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
She's done like the real laughs and kind of the mocking, like, laughs and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it does sound like it could be kind of similar. So
sure.
And Liv Morgan hasn't been on TV for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thought. But what's interesting this week is that picture wasn't there this week. They never had anybody in that picture at all. But that picture was absent this week. Abigail's picture was there. Seth Rollins' picture was still there. Jerry's picture was still there.
Yeah.
Everybody's picture was still on the wall of friendship, but that picture with black on it was gone. So what was that?
What was that?
And they have not, from what I gather thus far, there's not been any loose ends in this thus far. Everything has meant something.
Kind of tied together.
In this. So could this be something that gets unveiled? Hell in a Cell's this Sunday, right?
This Sunday, yeah.
Could that be something that gets unveiled this Sunday?
Maybe.
I mean, we don't know. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, and again, just the dialogue as well. Like there was a spot where Wyatt emphasized heel.
Oh yeah.
And the way he worded it, just the way he emphasized that word, it made me think of his gloves.
Yeah.
The heel thing, because he's always used a hurt glove. What does the heel glove do? in the mythos of this Fiend Bray Wyatt thing.
Yeah.
You know, so again, I don't know. I just love that this Bray Wyatt thing just makes me ask questions. It's continually got me like thinking about stuff, and it may not even be all the stuff we're making it out to be.
Right.
But I just love that it's making me think.
It's making you think, bro.
That it could be this.
Yeah.
And again, that's character development, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
That is character development.
Absolutely.
And even though like the payoffs hasn't been what we've sat here and like thought of every time, or really, I'm not sure if we've ever really been right, other than the fact saying that it works.
Yeah.
But the payoffs have still been good. So it's like they at this point they know where they're going, and at this point they got to give him that title, right? I mean,
they got to. There's no way around it.
They have to. They can't have him they can't have him take a fall now.
There's no way. I don't see it happening, bro. I really, really don't see it happening. So it like I said, it was an awkward ending to Monday Night Raw. A lot of different moving parts, and now Bobby Lashley is back in the mix for whatever reason, and
he's in Lana's mix.
Yeah, for sure, man. They're mixing all together. Lana got jungle fever now, and that's just how it's going down, man. But for me, overall, it was an enjoyable episode of Raw in my eyes.
And it very much was. It was good. Like once it ended.
Yeah.
Because I was able to catch it when I got off work. Because like man, I had to get you.
Oh yeah.
So I did a 16-hour split shift, man.
Oof.
Like that's some crazy shit.
Oh, I bet.
Like on work for 8 hours, off work for 8 hours, go back in for 8 hours.
Oof.
That was some crazy shit.
Oh, I bet.
So
but you got some time off to kind of relax now.
Yeah, I do, and I am, and I have been, and it's been awesome.
Good.
But yeah. I got off work finally, and so I was like, all right, vacation time. Woo, let's watch Raw, check it out. And yeah, like once it was said and done, I was like, that was a really good episode.
Yeah.
Like overall, I enjoyed that.
Me too.
And going back to the Brock Lesnar thing, just to kind of bounce back to the beginning, the beatdown. There, I always talk about what WWE could do better. I nitpick things.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I was nitpicking, and then they addressed it when. They're out there, Brock's giving Dominic the beatdown.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, this is a kid, right? This is presented as a kid. He's a quote-unquote fan. The common fan is not supposed to be privy to, Dominic's about to be wrestling and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Why aren't more people out there coming out trying to stop Brock?
Yeah.
Right? There should be, tons of suits and stuff running out there.
Yeah.
Then they had a couple of agents coming out there.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and I said, Brock needs to go out there and kick those agents off of him. He needs to go back out there, and because I'm thinking, why would he stop now?
Yeah.
Just because the agents are out there. He needs to go back in and make it a point, and then he did.
Yep, he sure did.
But then what was funny about that, what made it sad is, and I think you can go onto the Botchmania page and see this, the ref told Brock, one more, go one more. So, here's Brock had to go back in and give him one more. So you got the ref just calling...
calling spots.
Calling spots, basically, audibly, very audibly. Brock standing 3 or 4 feet from the ref.
Oof.
And it's just...
Yeah, that's... Oof.
Plan that.
Yeah, you got to plan that better.
I don't understand why that wasn't all done.
Yeah.
I get that, there's probably a kind of we're reading the crowd and, we're going to do this because we have the crowd here. Let's give them this. That way we can get this reaction. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's probably part of it.
Sure.
But it's if you want to make that audible call, be a bit more subtle about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have the ref maybe come up to Paul, trying to tell Paul, get your boy, but feed Paul the
line.
Brock needs to go one more, and then Paul bounce over to Brock, trying to hold him back, and saying, you need to go give him one more.
Yeah.
And then Brock could push Paul out of the way, do
it
and do the business.
Exactly.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, and I'm sorry, I just sit here, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I sit here and fucking worked all that out.
Just on the fly?
On the fly, right here, in regards of making that happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Oh my goodness. But again, that's just nitpicking. You
Sure,
know what I mean? But
sure.
that wasn't a fault of the talent. That wasn't Brock's fault. That wasn't Paul's fault. That was just the production's fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just boils down to production.
For sure.
The refs and stuff, from what I gather, are the ones that's supposed to kind of direct things out there, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of their fault.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, yeah.
That Clown's fault. It was saying, one more. You did everything to pull out Jimmy Hart's megaphone. Shout out to Jimmy Hart, man. Again, that dude don't look like he's aged at all.
He looks amazing, bro.
I'm sure he knows a whole bunch of hair coloring just for his
Sure,
shit,
whatever, yeah.
Dude's looking timeless.
He looks good.
He's fresh as fuck.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. He was looking good.
So, yeah, it was good to see him. Hell, if everybody was there, I like Ric Flair and, Hogan's whatever, but I'm always happy to see Jimmy Hart.
Me too, man.
I always like Jimmy Hart.
Man, he had the megaphone. I wish he would have talked more.
Yeah, me too. But
it's okay. I'm just happy to see him.
Yeah.
So, guys, yeah, we have AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. We have NXT tonight. We got Friday Night SmackDown. This coming Friday, which is going to be amazing, and we're going to talk more about that in another episode. We'll do that in another episode. We wanted to put something out there midweek because we wanted to talk a little Raw. We wanted to preview a little bit of AEW and talk about everything, and I think it made for a really great episode. So, Hutch, it's your time, man. It's your time to plug away, my friend.
Yeah, man, I'll go ahead and throw out the social medias here. You guys can follow me on the Twitter at Hutch, IYH. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't tweeted in a minute. It'll happen, I promise, at some point. Like I said, because I do want to, really try to get back more into that, but the Instagram thing is still on and going. I've actually really been enjoying the Instagram a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm up to 72 followers on that bad boy now.
There you go.
It's still growing. And you can find me on the Instagram at Hutch in your house, and it's spelled just like the name of the show that you're listening to right now. So give me a follow and let me know what you did. We can chop it up about whatever. And you know what we say, regardless of what you watched tonight, be it AEW Dynamite or NXT, regardless if you watch WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, it doesn't matter what you watch. We are wrestling. We are Legion. We are one. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great rest of your week. Enjoy this amazing week of wrestling, and catch you next time.
We are one. One of the great slogans of the show from my man, Mikey Hutch. And this was one great episode. I was more than happy to give it to you. Midway through the week, it's been a heavy time for me, but I always enjoy coming on and talking to the household, and just really helps me take my mind off of everything I got going on, and I just love it. I just love it. So this made for a great episode, but hey, you already know what I'm gonna say. Oh yes, you guys know. That's just what we do here at In Your House. What do we do? Oh yeah, we put in that work. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. Check us out this Saturday. Oh yes, October 5th. Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are the official podcast of the entire event, and if you can't make it, but we really, really hope that you make it, you can check your boy out, the Status Symbol Con House on commentary with the golden ticket, Jason Saint. Guys, what are you doing? Buy a freaking shirt. That's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Get this work. Get this shirt. Hey, we tell you this all the time. Oh yes, she says it too. Hop on this bandwagon. What's that, Livy? Get on or get gone. Cause household, well, we going strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.